Yeah, we're about to go live.
That's all right. As long as you ain't slow dancing.
Act like you got on skate. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live.
Hey, dog, we won. That's all I'm saying. Let me know if y'all can hear me, man, in the building. Troy, you still on mute. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the building. We won the game.
Yeah.
Chat, y'all ready to go crazy. People going nuts. So you understand?
Hey, guys, before we even get started, we got the W. For all y'all out there who y'all like, we got the W. But I told y'all it won't be no 40s. I'm just telling Coach, I know it wasn't going to be no 40s. We don't have it right now. But got the W. And we'll go from there, Coach.
Hey, I need you to up your enthusiasm, dog. I need you to up your enthusiasm.
I don't know what you I don't know what you want me to
snap out of it, 12. Snap out of it.
Coach, I don't know what you want me to say, but we're gonna talk about it. Was that impressive to you, Coach? Can I ask you was that impressive to you?
The first quarter and a half was.
We talking. Hey, what? Hey, let me tell you something.
You asked me a question. You ain't tell me how to answer.
Listen. If your Optimist football coach at Scott Lake or Scott Lake, Coach Todd or Coach Randall, you told them first half, we say 4 quarters, 60 minutes, and you know.
Man, let me get these donuts out the way, man. Let's get this thing
Let's
right.
Go.
Falcon the X in the building with a 305. Miami had, man, I got my camera all jacked up, man. I've been all over the place, man.
Somebody
said
it could have. My bad.
Total. Another one, man. Great win for the U. 305. Thank you so much, Falcon X. And one more 305. Red zone offense is still.
Hey, shout out. Go ahead. Shout out to who is this? Somebody said Michael Mitch Jr. He said it could have been 40 though. You like to live on coulda, woulda, shoulda, because they could have scored more points. So Michael, stop tripping, cuz.
No, they couldn't have
scored. Maybe.
Bro, they look terrible the first.
No, but what I'm saying, I'm being facetious, Coach. What I'm saying is, we always say what it could have been. They fumbled driving. That would have been. Hold on. Now they probably couldn't have been 40, but it could have been more than 14. Come on, guys. What are y'all watching? Sometimes they fumbled going in. They were driving, Coach. Let's be real now. I'm not. Let's be real. Then Buddy dropped the pass too. Then they just scored 14 towards the end. So it could have easily been 28. So when you said coulda, shoulda, Michael, you tripping, cuz. What you watching? Get at me. Call in so we can have this conversation. Don't hide behind the chat. Call so we can have a conversation. Because it could have been. We living on shoulda, coulda, woulda. We ain't scored like last week. We ain't scored what we scored the field goal. After that, we ain't scored no more points. And y'all, that's impressive to y'all. And y'all happy. I'm glad that we got a W. But that's it for me. We got the W. That's it for me, Coach. I'm not giving. That's it for me. And I ain't tripping. I'm the 40, 50 some. It ain't happening. My score was 28-20. And guess what? It was 20-14. Right in that range that Vegas said, 6 to 8 range. That's what it was. It ain't. What are y'all watching? How are we gonna get 40 points? The last time we got 40 points was against Bethune-Cookman. We don't have 40 points in our arsenal. We don't have 40 points. They spot us 20. And I need to stop that.
Bro, okay, let me just do this real quick. Run this down. 29 Van Dyke was 29.
Of course they did. Thank you, Mr. Make It Work. They left a bunch of points on the field. So it could have been 4. Come on. Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
TVD 29-46. I was right. 350 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Again, the running game just couldn't get it going, man. I mean, Jalen Knight had 10 carries for 28 yards. And I'm going to really break it down. I really want to look at the run game and find out what is the disconnect now. Yeah, I know we had some injuries or whatever. And maybe this would be acceptable against better teams. But Virginia Tech is bad. Like, they're bad. You understand? I mean, the kid lit up. Like, the momentum went this way in the second half, and they kind of lit that thing up. I mean, this dude was skipping them off the dirt, so forth and so on. And we'll talk about a couple of things. Receiving yard, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 receivers. Brinson finally got him one for -2 yards. And I put on Twitter, I said, no hate here, but Horton caught a pass before Brinson. And it's funny how people are so quick to write off guys, man. Like, it's amazing how our fan base is so quick to write guys off. Like, people talking about it is what it is. One guy's anyway, I could go through that, but I'm just saying, man. Anyway, when he catching the one-handers last year in the back in the end zone, everybody, Brinson is the best. And all of a sudden we write cats off immediately. And for what reason? I have no idea. But anyhow, yeah, our run game has nothing to be desired. And this is what Josh Gaddis was talking about. You got to be able to run the ball. You have to be able to run the ball. And if you don't run the ball, I think this is the funniest word in the world. You said VT quarterback is cheeks. That junk's hilarious. Every time I see the word cheeks, dog, I don't know why it get me rolling. But anyway, I don't understand. And we're going to open the phone line. We got them rocking and rolling. We got them working. Coach feeling good about it. You know what I mean? So Coach ready. We're going to make it happen. It was working earlier. Haven't changed. I left the computer still running. I ain't even changed anything. But anyhow.
Okay, so let me just say this, Coach. Shout out to the chat. Rubens Marcella said V12 gonna have to learn to just let us enjoy your win. This is not the 0-1 team. Rubens, I agree with you. I'm not. First thing I said is that we won the game, and I was happy for that. Y'all gotta listen to my words and look at I'm just saying that we still have a lot to do. I didn't say we were garbage. I just said I'm not. When we to Coach's point, we had a debate earlier when we were doing the scores, and people were saying it's going to be 40, 49. And I said, no, Coach. I said, I don't see that. That's the type of team we have right now to score 40 points. That's all I'm saying. Let's enjoy the win. It was a 3 games, got off the schneid, 3 games. That is good. And what got to remember, guys, we're breaking down the whole game. We haven't gotten to the intricacies of the game yet, which I will point out a lot of positives in that aspect. But yeah, Ruben, I agree with you saying, let's enjoy this thing. I'm not saying I didn't say we were garbage. I just said that's not us right now. So you can't be too sensitive, guys. Like, we got to be able to critique this team. We got to be able to critique the team and the coaching staff. That's what it's about. And I can have fun, and we have fun with it, but sometimes we got to be able to critique. Y'all can do it. Y'all do it on Twitter. Bro. And so I should be able to do it myself. I'm not saying anything like, I'm true and true. I've been before 01, Marcellus. I've been here before 01. You know what I mean? So I already know how I go. So let's go. We can talk about it.
Yeah. Now, see, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. They say zero. I get you talking about James Williams' cheeks because somebody else put up here, James Williams' son is cheeky. Like, what are y'all talking about, guys? But anyway, we're going to get into this thing. My man already called in. Like I said, he can put the doggone phone number up. And y'all already on the deal. But I want to break some stuff down. Hey, Warren, do me a favor. Mute your background, like your phone itself, because it's picking up a lot of wind or something.
All right, hang on.
Yeah, just mute yourself. You'll hear me. Perfect.
Better?
That's perfect. All right, so here's what. Like I said, I'm with you, 12. I enjoyed the win. And why I'm feeling like this is because I saw something different. If we play like this the whole game and nail bite this our way through this, I'll be like, okay. Bro, we were hitting on all cylinders. Bomb, went down. Defense had turnover. Yada. And I put on the thing, offense is running out of gas. And these are the things I'm talking about, guys. Like, you got to keep it going. You got to find ways to keep this stuff going. And I just want the people to vent and talk. In a sense, 12, you're more than welcome to do that. Boyd Galaxy was 2 for 2 on field goals. Rashard Smith finally started getting the now routes, the bubble screens, give it to him, let him do his thing with his feet. I thought the rest were a little tic-tacky on holding. Maybe that's just me. You know what I mean? But whatever, that's neither here nor there. Our run game is bad, bro. It is bad. And I know we have some injuries, 12, but come on, guys. This is bad. Like, it's not good. This is not good at all. Let me get this dono. Let me go ahead and just get this thing rocking and rolling. Dontavius Thomas, $5. Thank you. He says, we keep throwing Brinson these bubbles, but our wide receivers have zero desire to block for it. What's up, Coach in 12? I don't like V12's energy though. No, I don't like his energy either. Matter of fact, I say wake up, and I mean right now.
Hey,
Wake up.
listen. This is what you get when see. Oh, so y'all want me to be? I can't be mediocre, but when the team mediocre, y'all mad at me. Come on now.
That's right. You V12.
Exactly.
You know
Nah,
what
man.
you on all
I got to though. I'm gonna up it up a little bit though. Good
But
shout out.
anyway, let's get
Shout
this
out,
thing.
Mr. Thomas for sure. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. I got my man. Let me get his last donor real quick. Falcon Edge with a 305. A road win at noon in Blacksburg is a win. I totally agree.
I agree with that.
But like I said, we came out firing on all cylinders. We had an opportunity to just really blow this thing out the water, man. When it comes to penalties, I want to talk about this. Bro, I don't know what the center is, why he's not getting it, if he's talking too much and not listening to the clap. Bro, we could hear the clap on our TV. You know what I mean? Like, the reason people clap because of the pitch of it and what is loud. You can catch people's attention. And the dude is like in Space Cadet, bro. It doesn't have anything to do necessarily with crowd noise because the other 4 offensive linemen move, the receivers move. So it had nothing to do with crowd noise. It had to do with paying attention and concentration. So it really had nothing to do with crowd noise in that sense. But let me go ahead and get this thing rocking, man. V12, we got my man Warren in the building. Warren, talk to us, man. What's your thoughts on the deal? Phone line is open, 321-328-8235. I'm going to take our names down because it's blocking the doggone number. But go ahead, man. Talk to us, Warren.
All right, I've been driving during the game, so I got to watch the play-by-play on the CBS Sports. And I guess that center you're talking about, or whoever it was, DJ Scaife, what did he have, 5, 6 offside penalties or false starts?
Mm-hmm.
What is the disconnect that one guy has so ridiculously many and he's kept in there?
Bro, we don't have any more linemen. I mean, there's probably some in there, but we're hurt. We are hurting at offensive line right now. You don't have no choice. You're hurting that offensive line. We lost 2 last week. We have 3. We have 3 offensive linemen hurt right now. Zion, Jakari Clark, and 70 man, Alawason.
Right, so that's all the depth we have is 3. You know, any position on the offense, is it that pathetic?
It's bad, bro. When you lose that many guys, that's quick. Yeah, it's tough. But yeah, Warren. I mean, that's what it is, man. Like I say, we got our 2-minute clock running, man. Let you guys get in when everybody get the opportunity. But let me ask you, man, what's your thoughts overall of the game? I mean, you sound down, and I understand that, totally get it. But let's just take it the first half, man. What was your thoughts of the first half?
Well, based on what I saw, 17-0, everything looked good. They kept them out of the end zone. You know, that's the bottom line. Now, I don't know what happened in the second half. I just, every time it would refresh, they got another score. I'm like, good Lord, I got to stop refreshing this thing before the game ends. Otherwise, we're going to lose.
Right.
So, I don't know. I'm just disappointed because, but if there's not that much talent, I understand the coaches are doing the best they can. And I don't think anybody's in there coming in there to sabotage it, but it looked ugly. Come on, man. It was ugly. Like you said, every 100 yards should be a touchdown. Well, he got 350 yards. That should be, 28, 24 points?
Right, somewhere in there.
25 points?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what did he score? 20?
Yeah.
And 2 of them were field goals. So, I mean, that's just, the numbers don't add up. Something has to give.
I totally agree. Well, Warren, man, we're going to let this thing rocking and rolling, man, because these cats are calling in. They hot. They ready to talk about it. And that's definitely what we're going to do today. We're going to definitely talk about it. All right, no problem, man. Thank you so much, and thank you for that dono as well, man.
Got it, buddy.
All right, man. Bye now. All right, man. Big shout out to Warren in the building. Let me get some of these other donos in right quick. Well, they own it right now. Bullyville, the Bullyville 999, 16 for 144 yards and penalties. I'm telling you, man, like you can't. It's hard to win ball games like that. I mean, thank God we didn't have turnovers to add with that. It'd have been definitely dangerous. Falcon and X, again, 305. The Cardiac Canes will be Cardiac Canes. Y'all tough, man. Here we go. $10, man. Dontavious Thomas, $10. To start the season, our run scheme was dominant, yes. To get TVD going, it looks like they went back to Lashley's scheme. It is hard to mesh Gaddis' run scheme with Lashley's pass concepts. Yeah, I'm going to take a real deep dive this week, man, on the run game and why it's bad. Because it is, man. It is bad. And it's it's unfortunate that it is that bad. Like we can't get anything going. You know what I mean? And that's really tough right there, man. Caller, give me 1 second. Ooh, Lazarus lives. Okay, Lazarus lives. I'm sorry, I had to really read that out. X3 199. They're learning to win. Oh, got to get in position. Yeah, and I'm cool to learn to win against good teams. When you're a bad team, and we clearly have more talent, we clearly show we can outplay them, and then adjustments come in, and that right there is what we're going to talk about. Miami's vaccinated against end zone scoring. Back in the woods, $5. Appreciate it. Why can't our Hurricanes be like the Volunteers? They thumping Bama. I didn't even get a chance to see it, man. I'm gonna pull it up on one of these screens. And Dread, he sent in on Cash App $10, man. Thank you. I'm gonna start saying the Cash App donos. So if you want to go there, I'll give you your love. I can't pop it on the screen, but I'll definitely give you your love. Send $10 for saying thanks for keeping it live, and we sure will. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from. You got 2 minutes.
Hey man, name's Ralph, calling from Fort Myers, Florida, man.
How you doing, Ralph? Talk to us.
Man, I'm down, man. I got a question, man. I've been asking, man. I've just been waiting somebody to help me answer this question. You look at a team like Cincinnati last year, right? It was made all the way to the college playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I say, you guys may know more about this than I do. What's the difference between Miami players and the Cincinnati players? Because I'm thinking that with Cincinnati, would they have a bunch of 4 stars and 5 stars? I mean, what made them so, you know what I'm saying? And then here with do you know how long I've been hearing about, oh, Miami got more talent? Dude, you know how long we've been hearing that? And we still garbage. We still garbage. Today, dude, my son just came in here like said that today went, and he saw the look on my face. We lost because I feel like, dude, we should have lost this game, man. They played Virginia, and like everybody been saying, Virginia Tech is garbage. If Virginia Tech is garbage, dude, I could not find this game nowhere, bro. This game was on Bally, bro. What is a Bally, man? That just shows you, man, these people don't care nothing about Miami, man. You know what I'm saying? This is sad, man. I mean, I'm up to the point, bro. I'm like, my wife get mad at me, man, because she see how I act, man, when these people lose. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I gotta get a mental break, bro. And every week I'd be like, I'm not gonna watch. And then boom. You know what I'm saying? If y'all was here, man, you would see me, bro. I got my Hurricane shoes on, shirt on, hat on. I do this every week, man, just to get a 20-14 against Virginia Tech, bro. Anyway, man, my time almost up, man. But if you gotta talk about that, man, I mean, you thinking like teams like Iowa, Cincinnati, these teams don't got players like we do, man. But guess what? For some reason, they always upsetting people. Appalachian State, always upsetting people. What's up with that, bro? So anyway,
I feel you, man.
Thanks, man.
Anyway, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. V12, I'm gonna let you go in and answer. I'm just gonna say this real quick. Still Canes, $5. Thank you. Says, Coach, I get run game is suspect, but 6 minutes left. Run the ball. I don't get it. We need to run out the clock up by 2 scores. Yeah, man, you're 100%. I don't even have a comeback. You're 100% right, man. V12, if you'd like to respond to the caller, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a great call, man. I feel him when he said, you know, his emotions get involved, and you know, if we lose, how, you know, the fact the family atmosphere, because sometimes it's like that with me. You can kind of tell how I roll if we win or lose, and I feel that 100%. But to answer the question more specifically, I agree. I think what's going on is sometimes you got to catch a team that's hot, that's hungry, and that has a good coach, and they play loose. And that when Cincinnati had that run, they had the right players at the right time, and they just ran it. They as they kept going along, they built confidence from the year before. So remember, Cincinnati was good the year before, and remember I think they got shafted. They never got there, and they got hungry. They kept their players around, and the coaches stayed, and they started to play very, very well and mesh, and that's what happens. They didn't have a lot of injuries going down the stretch. And that's how you become a championship team. Players stuck around, but they were hungry, and you have a good coaching scheme. That's how they played. That's how they play. So yeah, sometimes it has to be the perfect storm. Because Cincinnati, that'll happen to a Cincinnati every maybe 10 years. They'll have like a run. with Miami, we were having that every year for a very long time. Now we can't seem to catch a break. We're supposed to have all the talent, but there's something that's just not meshing for us to go over to the top. And the second thing with Cincinnati, initially they played in a different conference, but then they also, went into a better conference. And look, they're playing well. So you can't, it's just a combination of things. But I think on paper, because sometimes you got to remember, guys, on paper, think about it, on paper, we will win championships every year. On paper, Dallas Cowboys win Super Bowl every year. But who was that? Was it Herm Edwards? He said we play to win the game. That's one of the best sound bites next to we let them off the hook. And playoffs, look, we play to win the game. And some of these players and these teams, they come and that's how they play. They play to win. We can't go off. Someone said that the other day. One of my cousins said, you just can't. Back in the day, you could roll that helmet out, and teams were scared. Right now, you roll that helmet out on the field, somebody kick that helmet. They ain't even scared of Miami no more. They'll kick that helmet. Back in the day, you roll the helmet out that you on the field, people got scared. People would never touch them. Why now they kicking that helmet? So it's a difference, guys. Let's go.
I feel you. I'm got a call on the line, man. Let me go and read this. Dono John Wayne for the $5 says James hasn't looked good at safety all year. Hasn't made a play all season. Only time I see him, he's late on a play or whiffing tackles. I feel you, man. I just, I feel you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. Call or talk to us. 850 area code. What's your name? Where you calling from? And let's go ahead and get this thing rocking.
Man, Coach. V12, what's up? It's Trent, Coach, man. What's going on?
Trent?
How you doing, brother? Let's go. We got 2 minutes on this deal. Talk to us.
Man, Coach, it's smooth for his homecoming. I'm about to go out to get some burgers and watch the ass whooping, the second ass whooping of my day. And like V12 just hit on something about how back then our helpers was feared. People tried to kick it. And I think the team felt disrespected that Virginia Tech put them on the homecoming. And I took in I considered the fact that we had a new starting, first game starting center, new guards and all that. So I understood the penalties. I still think that we should have got on top of it. And me personally, I think you hinted on it. I didn't see no in-game adjustments as far as off the play calling. I mean, I think sometimes we should have ran the ball, even though that's been lackluster. And I don't want to cuss because I know it's a family show, but the offensive line began pushed, getting their stuff pushed in.
Yeah.
But overall, Coach, I know I don't know how much time I got left, but Coach, I ain't tripping, Coach. I mean, we got the dub, and I'm saying this. I say I'm not tripping because everything that we know, that we seen, the coach has seen, and I trust in the coaching staff. So that's my whole thing. I'm riding out on that.
Listen, I think that's a great way to look at this. If you're going to trust the coaching staff, they were at the game literally, and they saw it, and they got all 22. They got 10 different angles of it. They're going to, so you're right. We can say, we can speculate, we could kick, scratch, claw, but at the end of the day, you're 100% right, brother, is that we got to, it's a hashtag in Mario we trust, and hashtag he going to get it fixed, right? And hashtag he better get it fixed. I'll be back down there at Green Tree clicking.
Hey, because I was just going to say, I know we got Duke coming to town, and I hate for the game to end with some gunfire, Coach, because we ain't going out on the loose.
We ain't going out on no Duke. On no Duke, man. And that's the crazy thing about it. But yeah, man, like I say, dog, I agree with you. 12, anything you like to respond to?
No, man, that's a great point. I mean, we still in here. We still working. And the adjustments, they have to be made.
Yeah. But I, like I said, you have a very valid point. It's just hard. I'm gonna tell you what's hard for me. If we played like this the whole game, I could be like, yeah. But we came out firing on all cylinders. But we in a marathon with a half a tank of gas. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's real. That's how I see it, Coach. I'm be honest. That's how I see it. And I hope he watched him and shout that boy Kobe Young, man. I'm be for real. Tyler McKnight sometimes before feeding him. So I think Tyler McKnight, he got to calm down. I mean, he wanted to see Kobe win, like we want to see Kobe win. So but shout out that boy Kobe Young stepping up and becoming a new wide receiver one.
Nah, definitely, man. But I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. Like I said, we'll definitely make it happen, man. Let me go and get these other callers in.
So,
all right, buddy.
All
right, great call. Here's the funny thing, right? As I'm looking at this deal, my man right here, Daniel, says the game was on YouTube. The fact that a Power 5 college game is on YouTube, furthermore, lets me know there's an issue, right? That right there lets me know there's a problem. That the fact that our game, not that it's playing on YouTube simulcast like with ESPN and somebody just streaming it. We had to find our college football game on YouTube. And I went on one of them channels and I'm watching Coastal Carolina play somebody. And they got a network playing. Bro, this is, man, wow. You understand me. But anyway, phone line is open, guys. It's scrolling at the bottom. Is also right here as well. 321-328-8235. We got 327 people in the building. I'm trying to see if I missed a dono here. Here we go, man. Bishop Frank, what's up with you, man? Franklin, he says, Coach Hayes and V12, good win. Solid win. Won't necessarily say good, but I'll take it as a solid win. I appreciate it. Brother Jay Blaze in the building. Talk to us, man. What's going on? What's your thoughts, brother? You the most positive dude I know.
What's up? What's going on, Coach Hayes? V12, my main man.
We here. What's going on, brother?
Outside with a drink and let him relax. Just don't have no expectations for this year. It's a young team, growing pains. A lot of youngins out there. A lot of injuries. A lot of shifting, mixing on the offensive line. But we got the win. We 1-1.
Yeah.
We should have beat North Carolina last week. We should be really 2-0 right now. But we 1-1 in the ACC. Kyle Hayes Jr., look at that picture. My goodness.
Hey, so I made a bet with Kyle Hayes Jr. I made a bet with JR down there that we would win whatever. I think it was a score spread, and if not, he had to reveal who he was. So that's why he says the mask stays on this week. I'll make another one. I'll get one eventually. Eventually, the Canes will make it right. But, we talk about too many injuries, man. At least we got the dub. But guess what? Every time I turned around, Virginia Tech had somebody on the ground getting carted off. Here's my point. I totally understand injuries. I get it. But if Virginia Tech was a good program and we skeet this one out, I'd be super happy. They are terrible, bro. The quarterback is god awful. The running back just came back from being hurt. So even though we have injuries, again, they had injuries. So it's kind of an even wash in that deal. Bro, we just couldn't move the ball.
But we a young team, Coach.
Yeah, we could be
coaching staff. Take time.
No. Listen, I get it. We were developed the first half. We looked. What I'm saying is, I understand what y'all saying, and I clearly understand development. What I'm saying is this, and this is where I'm going to say, when you start looking at schematics, because coaches adjust, coaches go in and make halftime adjustments. They make adjustments in the game, and they started adjusting things, right?
Mm-hmm.
You showed your hand. You showed that you can do it. And as in all sports and entertainment, once the bar goes up, it never goes down. So yes, you're developing, but you showed improvement. Like, bro, we hitting on cylinder. I'm looking at Tyler Van Dyke throw balls. He ain't thrown. He throwing people open. That went to Kobe Young. The dude, this is the linebacker. He was on this side. That ball is already out, and he threw it right through this lane where he had to catch it.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, he can't make that throw anymore. It's like, that's the part we're talking about. So, yes, I totally understand. Yeah. I totally understand.
Another thing, we got to stop going to the well so much, man. I mean, just like when Will Mallory, the last game, we just kept going to him. We went, I don't know how many times the attempt that Kobe Young had in this game, but we keep going to the well. We have to be able to be balanced and mix it up now with the running game. But you can't have a running game without an O-line, Coach. Well, there ain't no Flowers. Ain't nobody.
Bro, they were bad, dog. They bad.
Well, go
ahead, Troy.
And I guess the question that we have to ask ourselves with the running game was the running game a mask as well? Because the only people we pushed around was Bethune-Cookman and Southern Mississippi.
Right.
Right. See, and so when the level of competition goes up, that's the equalizer, Brother Jay Blaze. So in the beginning, we like running game, we find this and that, but it's a different level of competition. Now look at as the competition gets better, look how the running game decreases, and that has to get rectified. So something is being exposed, Coach. Something being exposed, and we got to get it fixed.
I totally agree. All right, go ahead, Blaze. Your last one, because we got to get it rolling.
Last question, and I'm out. Last question is: if you analyze this team and this O-line that we have, what grade would you give it?
I'm gonna have to look at the film. I ain't gonna be honest with you. Just looking at it off the cuff, you just like just looking at the film and just coming right out and just saying something. I mean, our old line from a run standpoint is clearly no higher than a D. Just from looking at it, But to break it down, let's see why things are. That's why I want to go to the tape. So if I just looked at it, I'll have to say a D. But if I break it down, I mean, no higher than a D. Maybe, like you say, even an F. Maybe even an F. Because, bro, we didn't have – how many yards did we have rushing, 12? We didn't even have what?
93.
93-yard rushing.
Total yards.
And Tyler Van Dyke had probably about 40 of those.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, it is what it is. But Blaze, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and get this thing.
All right, y'all be easy, man.
All right.
Likewise, Blaze. Take care.
All right. Let me get this call in. Yes, sir. All right, we got another call on the line. Joseph Latham, appreciate it, man. $10 on Cash App for great content. Thank you so much. Before I get to the next caller, let me go ahead and do the sponsor for the day. I wanted to make sure we had a lot of people in the chat. My man, Alex Tabio. We had a good win, but he got something special for y'all. Right now, he has 100% financing on a home. If you find a home, he can finance it 100%. You don't have to put anything down, V12. Think about it. You don't have to put your 20% down, none of that, right? None of that. You go in there, get it. Only thing you got to bring is your closing costs. Bro, most times you got to put something down and have your closing costs. You dig me? Only thing he's saying, you need your closing cost, but here go the best part about it. You don't have to have a 750 to get this. Call him a 640, dog. If you ain't got a 640, boy, you still living off college credit card. Y'all better cut it out. You understand me? A 640, dog. That ain't, you know, that's decent credit. That ain't, but 640, you should be good with that, right? Most people think they got to get deals like that if they got a 700 or better. 640, bro. So give them a call, 305-205-1697. Point to that for me, 12. All the information is in the description as well. Hit him up, man, with a brand new company anywhere in the state of Florida, not just Miami or Broward. Anywhere in the state of Florida, he can help you out, all right? Also, for my entrepreneurs out there, you deal with cash, go holler at him, man. You don't have to show any stubs and stuff like that. He can tell you all the best stuff. But I'm telling you, man, bro, if I could get me a house right now, first hometown buyer, I get a house and I don't have to put no money down, well, I'm in there like swimwear, boy. Huh? You better start owning and stop renting. So with all that being said, give him a call, man. Appreciate it. Got a call on the line, 202 area code. I think that's your neck of the woods, 12. Huh? Call and talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is T Money from Virginia.
T Money, talk to me.
Can you hear me?
I got you. Go ahead, T Money.
Yeah. For this game. After 3 quarters, my call would have been, we got a lot to work on, but good win. We were able to shut down Virginia Tech. After that 4th quarter, I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we didn't lose because I would be pissed if we did. Just too many turnovers. That quarterback, all he had in the 4th quarter was scrambling, penalties, giving up first downs, and hitting the running back out the backfield. And we couldn't do nothing. It was like we were lost. And on offense, not being able to run the ball, it just hurt us. And we almost blew that game.
Oh, that was bad, bro.
It's just frustrating.
That is bad, but I appreciate it. Like I say, forgot to hit your little timer, but yeah, man, wow, that's crazy, bro. You know, and we stalled out. I'm trying to get the box score. I had the box score up here. Here it is. I'm just like, how do we stall out on this deal? Like, we didn't stall out on a drive or two. We just, like, we ride and all of a sudden the car just
Right. And a lot of it was penalties setting us back. Anytime we normally first play the first play of the drive in the 4th quarter, we'll get a first down. And then it's a penalty. And then it falls apart. That's all about all 4 quarters.
Yeah, that's amazing, bro. It's totally amazing how I look at that deal, man. It's wow. That's just. I'm just in my mind. I'm like, huh? But anyway, 12. Anything you want to respond to the gentleman?
No, I mean, listen. and people wonder why my attitude is tempered because of the point is the brother just highlighted that even last week we were raving about North Carolina didn't score in the second half, but I think we may have scored only 3 in the second half, if that. So we didn't do much better than North Carolina to a terrible Virginia Tech team, and so I understand how he feels. I mean, there are a lot of positives in the game that we can point out, and Brother Jay Blaze, he pointed some of them out, but for me, it's like Duke comes in next week a little bit more polished, and what happens, at Hard Rock, we'll see. But yeah, it's a good win. It's an okay win, mediocre win. That someone said it last week. These are the teams we're supposed to beat. So when people are like up in arms, people are up in arms and rah rah. What are we rah rah about? These are teams that we support. No one had us losing to Virginia Tech on the schedule, preseason. That was an easy checkoff win. And to make it this difficult, it's just hard to kind of swallow. But again, we got the victory. I will say this: the best rush of the day and the best play of the day was the read by Tyler, which he got down there and got the 9 yards. We needed that, and that's how you seal the game. That's one of Josh Gaddis's best calls of the day, and it got us the victory. Because trust me, it would have been very difficult the other way. So that was brilliant, and we can touch on some other different things, Coach. We want to go through it through the first. If the game ended at halftime, we would be raving right now. But it's full quarter, so we got to do the game in totality.
Sure, I agree, man. But brother, man, thank you for calling in. We got to get some more guys in here. But thank you so much for calling in, man. I really appreciate you all the way from the Virginia area, man. DMV, baby.
All right, thanks.
All right, now.
All right, take care.
All right. Real quick, J Love T in the bill. I definitely need J Love to call in. J Love says, why run the ball, let TVD throw the rock? Yeah, that sounds good, J Love, but you got to be able to establish a run. You have to run the ball in these deals, man. You just have to. You can't live in college football with 60 yards rushing, 70 yards, 80 yards rushing in totality. You know what I mean? You're like, it can't just happen in that sense. And so we got to make sure that we have to be able to establish the run. Like I said, we don't have to be 50-50. We don't have to be 60-40 run. We could be 60-40 pass. But you have to be able to run the rock if you want to win big games. Because what do? You wear guys down, control the game. All of those type of things play a part in that sense. You understand? I think we got a call on the line. I'm not sure what's happening. Y'all locking the phone lines up. 328 in the building. Hey, Wholesome, I sent it to your email, so I don't know where he is, but I sent it to his email. But anyway, let me get some of these donos out the way. Yep, DJ Mehdi, what's up, man? I sent it. Well, they coming in loud and strong. I sent it to his email. All right, love to you. They ran good against Texas A&M.
I mean that's one. We're talking about by and large. Sometimes it's not finite. Like I'm saying, if we take a look at the last couple games, and Texas A&M, their defense wasn't good. It was decent. We give them that. But the last couple games, it's a little bit more difficult. It's not happening for some reason.
Right. And Muhammad for the $9.99. I think he says, Coach V12, it wasn't pretty, but it was a win is a win. I'll take it after the past 3 weeks. Definitely. I'm not saying that at all. Now, having seen this team for a few weeks, how will we finish in y'all opinion? Go Canes. I'll just answer that quickly. I'm not complaining about the win. I'm complaining about how we won it when we showed earlier that we were dominant and then we just cut it off. Like it just got cut off. That's all I'm saying. I'm not mad that we won. I'm super excited. I'm more saying to myself, I'm questioning how did we come out on fire like we did? I call him, boy. I think it was still 13 minutes left in the first quarter. I told you, 40-13, dog. Because I'm thinking we finna light these jokers up like 4th of July. We gonna light them up. The defense was on fire. TVD throwing the rock all over the place. And then we just like just sputtered out. And that's why I think there's a lot of concern Not the fact that we won the game. It's more of, come on, guys, like, dog, y'all showing, y'all turning the corner, and then y'all get halfway through and y'all like, nah, coach, I ain't gonna finish the race. I'm just gonna take a knee here at the finish line. That's the concern, not the fact that, oh, a win is yeah, we totally get that, and we're excited about the W. That's not the issue. The issue is how we started off, and then we just we didn't have anything left in the tank from passing and running. You know, in that sense. But we got a call on the line. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. 904 area code.
Coach, this is Darren Jacksonville.
Duval. Put that chin out there, D. Let me slap that chin right quick.
It's out. It's out.
Get out of here. Go for it. Go for it, D. What's up, baby?
Hey, tell V12 said what's happening too, man.
I'm here. I hear you, brother. I hear you. What's going on? Long time to hear from.
Yes, sir. I was at the game last week, but I'll be at the Florida State game. I'm happy for the win, but I need some therapy. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Hey, I started, be honest with you, D, on the real for real. I started this. I think I was telling 12 this. I'm about to start a segment called Coach's Couch, where y'all just come on and come on and just vent, bro. And just come on and just, hey, I'm just put the phone line on. You go ahead and talk. You got time, just go ahead and get it off your chest. Called Coach's Couch.
Well, I'm gonna make you laugh right now. It done got so bad. I'm gonna listen to your head doctor on the show, the Oracle. I believe it's chemtrails and Martians out there.
She finna call in a second. I'm gonna send her straight to your house.
No, don't you do that, man? Because what she said, they were putting shots in the arms. The Martians calling the shot.
Nah, bro. Hey, I'm telling you, you better chill out. The Oracle ain't playing. But I'm telling you, man. But that's good though, man. Like I say, D, it's crazy or whatever, man. But what's your thoughts overall? I'm gonna ask you the question they just asked us previously, man. How do you think we finish out the season?
Damn, man, Coach, I don't know what to do, man. Cause like you said, the offense started out good, and then I couldn't even see the rest of the game because I'm driving at work, and I got to see the game again, man. But it looked like the defense fell apart in the second half. I guess I don't know. One side do good, then the other side go down, man. So I don't know, man. I guess you gotta take it game by game.
I feel you, man.
I'm scared to even say 8 wins.
All right, D. Well, you know what it is, man. You know I'm always here. I appreciate you, man. Let me go and get some more of these calls in, man. Be safe out there on that road, bro.
All right, buddy.
All right, man. Appreciate it. All right, we got 300 in the building, man. I guess a lot of people going to watch the Alabama game. Hey, people want to see the mighty fall, and I get it, man. Nothing wrong with that. Big shout out to Tennessee. They up 21-7. Somebody said they about to score. And it is what it is, man. Like I said, phone line is open 321-328-8235.
I see people talking about TBD. I thought TBD played well. I don't see this being on TBD shoulders at all. I thought TBD played well. I thought that Gaddis called a really decent. He called a decent game today. I'm not going. Yeah, I thought Gaddis called a really decent game. Everything that some of the fan bases wanted to see. He threw the ball down the field a lot. Check for me. He threw the ball down the field. He had some movement. He had some bubble screen. He even bought in. He was flexible. He even bought in the other quarterback on a quarterback draw, got a first down. So he didn't run a flea flicker today. So he went into he kind of, it seemed like he was getting into a good rhythm. And so I'm not gonna blame Gaddis on this one. I mean, there were a couple drops that we had that could have shifted the tide. We kind of got sloppy towards the end, but I'm not gonna put this one on Gaddis. I definitely thought that, of course, the running game, he called the plays. We just couldn't get loose. When the brother came in, which I don't know why we went away from that. The young brother is it Spence with the Wicks. I forgot the what's his
Stanley running back.
Yeah, he came with some pop. A couple times he came with some shaky, with some juke. I thought he could have probably got fed a little bit more, but Gaddis called the play. He thought he just saw it wasn't working, and so that's why he went to bubble. Someone said Gaddis called 8 bubble screens, but let me tell you why. And coaches noticed that. What's up, brother Wholesome? Wholesome knows this. They in the coaching realm. that's an extension of a run. But like someone else said,
Absolutely.
the receivers are not getting and sustaining the blocks, and when they do, we get holding penalties. So our receivers got to beast up and they got to man up because bubble screens don't work unless you have
block.
receivers out there who are going to block and be beasts. So Gaddis called a decent game today. I'm not going to put it on Gaddis today at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the film. Wholesome, give you 1 second. Let me go to get this done on Cash App. I appreciate it, man. Big shout out for Tate Dog Kane for the $15. He said, "Damn, penalty." So I appreciate that, man, so much. It means a lot, man. Thanks a lot for that. And we also got a caller on the line. But before we get to the caller, Wholesome, talk to me, man, real quick. What's your thoughts on it, man?
That was interesting, Coach. That was interesting. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I may not be able to watch the games no more, man. I said to myself, you know what? I got a day. I'm gonna sleep in, right? So I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm not gonna watch the game. I don't want to put myself through it. I'm not gonna watch it, Coach. I'm not watching the game. We up 20 to scut. The minute I turn the damn game on, Coach, these people come back. Now they moving the ball magically. I say, you know what? I can't watch it no more, man. I'll wait to Tallahassee. I'll watch the film, but I don't know if I could do it no more, Coach.
I can't help it. I gotta watch, even if I watch like this.
Coach,
I gotta watch.
And I'll be honest with you. This is what I asked for. This is what I asked for. This is who I asked for.
You sure did, Wholesome. You sure did.
And at the end of the day, you got to step in. You got to stand in the paint. And I'm not saying that I'm against him by any means, but I knew what we were bringing in. I knew the kind of person we were bringing in, the kind of coach. And it also goes with what you said and what you've been saying for the longest. He has to hit home. And not like first or second base, not even third base. He has to literally hit it out of the park on offensive coordinators, man, because his game managing skills, I don't know, man. Weird timeouts at a bad time, clock management. It's just off, and somebody gotta coach him up on that, man. And it's hard to turn to the head coach when you're an assistant coach and tell him how to do his damn job. Maybe Alonzo Highsmith. Somebody got to talk to him, man, because at the end of the day, his in-game management skills as far as when to call timeouts, when to substitute properly, when to punt, when to go for it. It seems to be a bit off, man. Somebody got to step to it.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm going to read this. Don't know we're going to get to the caller. Flatbed Shad, 499, appreciate it. He says, late to the chat, but from a coaching perspective, what do you tell the O-line about the false starts and penalties? Well, one, you need to find out why they're doing that, right? And it all seems to fall on the center and Scaife for the most part. The center's either snapping the ball, he's a count off, so he's either not focused because the other four guys move, so he's not focused on the hand clap, or two, Scaife is in the same thing. He's so focused on trying to see who he's blocking, he's a second late on the count. So there's a disconnect between when TVD is ready to snap the ball and the O-line is set. Because the quarterback, he's sitting there, whether they put up a signal to say, all right, we got all our checks in, go ahead, TVD, unless he just has to because the clock is dying out and he's got to snap it. But there's a disconnect in there somewhere between those two and making checks and calling snaps, because it's hard to make checks and go off the snap, especially on just a clap instead of a said hut or something to that effect there. I'm going to tell you something else, to be honest with you. I know it's going to sound crazy, but we done had it with a doggone center call the ball. The center call is the go. I know that sound. He there? Say hut. He says it. When it's that loud, he says hut. And he snaps the ball and everybody go. The quarterback is ready. So he's just waiting for the ball to come.
At any moment, that ball move,
Yeah, but he's ready. But the center is the one that actually says hut at the same time instead of listening for a hand clap. But let me have my man on the line for a while. 706 area code. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Hey, how y'all doing? This is Jeremy. I'm calling from out of South Korea.
South Korea. All right, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I'm in the military. So, yeah, I don't have that much to say, but this is crazy. I'm like V12 right now. I can't feel good about this game at all. We had as many penalties as we had points. That's unbelievable. So you mean to tell me that we're not as good as what Old Dominion? 'Cause I believe Old Dominion beat them 20-17.
Wow.
Yeah,
Good point.
Old Dominion scored
Hey,
20 points.
can I be
Wow.
honest? Hey,
Great
can I be
point.
honest? I was hoping somebody wouldn't bring it up. I knew that.
Great
I
point.
was just
Oh
hoping
my
somebody
goodness.
didn't bring it up, Wholesome.
No, I had to
Wow.
go. Old Dominion scored 20
Can
points.
we all give a
Yeah,
favor
yeah,
Flav? Wow. I didn't even recognize Flavor Flav.
and I
Wow.
know,
Come on. Good
and I
observation.
know. Go ahead. Yeah, and I know. I know some of you guys were saying, we got 3 offensive linemen that were out. I mean, let's be honest about this now. Jakai Clark and Oluwaseun and who's the other one that's out? They weren't really playing that well either. Because I mean, I watched some of you guys break down, especially you, Wholesome one, and they were just getting beat off the line almost every week by something crazy. So I mean, yeah, I can't feel good about this, and so the Clemson game is going to scare the hell out of me. Even also Tallahassee too. I'm afraid of those 2 games. And
I'm scared of North Carolina State, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, I don't think we played. Did we play NC State this year?
Yeah.
I don't think we played NC
Do we
State.
play NC State?
No, I don't think we played NC State this year.
Thank God, then.
Yeah, thank God, because we got out to we got Florida State and Clemson, so we don't play NC State. But I'm gonna let y'all do that, man. It's 5:00 in the morning. I haven't been to sleep yet. I'm gonna try to get some sleep in. I appreciate you taking my call.
Yeah, get you some rest, man. Thank you so much for even being up this late, staying with your boy, man. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. Also, man, thank you for your service, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you for your service, brother. Be safe out there.
Yes,
sir. All right.
Yep.
Appreciate it. All right, good call right there, man.
Great
All the way from
great
South
call.
Korea, man.
I didn't even remember that Old Dominion beat them.
That's bad, bro. But anyway, I don't know what Wholesome went, but we ain't gonna be here long. We doing just an hour. I know other people we want to do their things or whatever. Oh, that's right. NC State did lose their quarterback, Leary. Yeah, good call right there. All right, we got another call in 678 area code. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from, and your thoughts.
What's up, Coach Hayes? This LJ Kane.
This Hadley Park. This Hadley Park.
Yes, sir.
I love it, baby.
Sir.
What's up with you, man? How you feeling today?
I'm all right, man.
So talk to me.
Go ahead.
I said, talk to me. Go ahead.
We just need to get Corey Flagg off the field on 3rd downs. Some games we're gonna have like games like this where we got a lot of penalties or whatever, even though like we gotta fix that. But some games are gonna be like that. That's just something that's gonna happen from time to time. But for the most part, I just need to get Corey Flagg off the field on 3rd downs. On passing situation, he shouldn't even be out there. It should be Wesley Vincent.
So either you are the same person that just put this dono up, or somebody agree with you. New King God, is that you?
Nah, that's not me. Somebody agreeing with me.
Well, guess what? Somebody just said, why is Flagg on 3rd down, on passing downs, and why are we having issues with guarding running backs out the backfield? A. Williams should had a pick. Shake my head.
It's the scheme. It's the scheme. And, don't forget, I called out Kobe Young, and I called out the quarterback, Ja'Cory Brown, putting him in, using his legs as another threat, and they finally did it. They ain't do it by the goal line, but they ain't do it in the red zone, but they did it.
We got a 1st down. Yeah, a couple 1st downs. Yep.
Yeah.
But he should be in on red zone packages and take, like, I don't know if y'all noticed when every time we pull, like we let TVD pull the ball and run, like he starts off running, but he don't want no smoke when he's running the football. Now the 1st down here he ran for, he had to get that 1st down in the 3rd quarter, but like he ain't trying to like, even if it's like 2 or 3 yards he got to get in the end zone, he's not trying to like stick his head in there and get that touchdown or that 1st down. He going down. So that's why we need to use the freshman quarterback while we can, while we're not using him, use his legs in the red zone with some plays. I ain't saying play him the whole game. I'm just saying red zone packages, put him in for 1 or 2 plays, and let's try to use his legs to our advantage.
No, I got you. No, it makes sense. I want to look at the film, right? That's what you always say, man. Let's look at the film. And so when I get a chance to look at that, we'll definitely break it down into good, bad, and ugly, and so forth and so on. But man, as always, man, I appreciate you, man. We got to chop it up too, man. I would love to just talk ball, man. Whether it's on or off the air or whatever. But we'll definitely get together, man, here soon.
No problem.
All right, babe. Appreciate you.
All right.
Yeah. All right, good call, man. We're gonna take a few more. I don't know. Host must have went fix some ramen noodles. But in the meantime, in between time, I just want to let people know I'm whooping V12 behind in fantasy 149-80 right now. Might be better know that. Better check that. Guess what? You know why I'm whooping my man? Guess why I'm whooping my man? Because as Fat Joe said,
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
whooping is behind. Let me tell you that. Kohei's gonna be a winner, just like the Canes was a winner. Whooping butt around here. 12.
Hey, guess what? I'm of the old school. Shout out if y'all know Scott Lake. Shout out if y'all know Briscoe Park. We play 4 quarters. You on the half stuff, calling me with 13 minutes left in the game, talking about what it's going to be. Fourth quarter,
13 minutes left in the first quarter. Only 2 minutes and 1 off the clock.
Calling me, hollering like you done saw Smokey the Bear running around your house. You hollering on my phone. So we play 4 quarters. You may be winning now. We put up 4 quarters here. So holler at me when it's all said and done. Don't be trying to sway. Don't be trying to sway everybody on your side. It's early. It's early in the fantasy game.
How, Sway?
Early.
You don't know what you're talking about, Sway.
You know what you're talking about, Sway?
Hey, Flatbed Shad 49 says, Coach V12, do you think James Williams is having a sophomore slump, or is he still depending too much on raw talent? Here's what I want somebody to tell me. What did he do wrong? Because everybody's saying he had a bad game. I just want to know, put in there Flatbed Shad. Let me know why. Because a lot of people are mentioning him. Y'all done called the man cheeks. Y'all done called him everything else. And I want to know, but nobody has said, what did he do? I just want to know what he did.
I don't know. The only thing I really saw, I'm trying to think on the goal line play, when he jumped up, he probably should have ran through that pass. I don't know if he was out of position there. When the guy caught the ball on 4th and 10, I think he was a little late. And sometimes he's a little late. So I in this game, I'm just trying to figure out what he did wrong. But on the flip side, him being that type of a player, he isn't, I would agree in this game and a couple other games, he isn't shining like he's supposed to be shining. I will say that. It's almost like we're looking at him as being probably the next, person closest to Ed Reed or ST, and never be them, but closest to those guys. And right now, like anything else, I don't think he's pulling his weight based off of his persona, based off of his stars, put it that way. Because his name wasn't called a lot, I don't believe, around the ball in this game. It was more Bassane, it was more Flag, it was Couch, different guys on the line, Messador, and all those other guys. So I don't know if I'm not calling him cheap, but I'm not sure right now if he's living up to the expectations as that guy back there. So I guess that may be the point these guys are raising, but I'm not sure. They have to speak for themselves.
Gotcha, man. We got another caller, 954 area code. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
There you go. Yeah, somebody says zero players solid.
My name's Chris. I'm from you can hear me?
Yeah, we got you, Chris. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm from Clewiston, Florida, but I lived in Opelika too.
Okay.
But I just had a question. I had a question for offense and a question for defense. So like on defense, like you can't run the 3-4 and the 4-3 the whole game no more. Like that's been out for a while. So what defense do you need to run to like not let them like block you hat on a hat? You know what I'm saying? And actually get to the quarterback these days. And for offense, my question is we can run out the shotgun, like everybody else. That I don't see nothing wrong with that, but how come we don't go under center in short yardage situations and try to move the ball that way anymore? You know, so those are my questions.
All right. Well, I'll just speak offensively, right? This is the new
No, do
thing.
defense, coach, because you more defense. I do offense.
Okay, I apologize.
Yeah.
So I'll speak from the defensive standpoint. So for hat, you're going to see a mixture of both, right? A lot of it is personnel based on the amount of receivers out there, based on down and distance. The analytics say certain things. But every defense, I don't care what defense it is, the offense is assigned somebody, right? You're never going to overload somebody unless you overload because it's 11 on 11, right? So it's not like you can cheat it but you cheat it through stunts, you cheat it through blitzing, you cheat those numbers through the play calls. So some people like the 3-4 versus the 4-3. Some you're probably not gonna hardly see a 50 front anymore because there's too many receivers out there. Remember, it's only 11 guys. You got to split this pie up however you're going to split it, but you got to split it up enough to cover people. So it is a numbers deal. It's about trying to get them out of numbers. So when you see a 3-4, large percent of the time, you see guys in spread. You can see guys in two back, but you're going to be blitzing people. So it's really a numbers deal in that sense. And I guess I let V12. You got the offensive side. Talk to him.
Yeah,
man.
and I just think, I think your observation is right. I think in a short run game, we need to be on the center. But I think they're trying to play to TBD's strength and also to, I think, Rooster's strength, and that's to our detriment. For me, as we spoke, I spoke to Coach earlier about running different plays. You run counters under center. Those are the type of plays you run to misdirection under center. But nowadays, and it's been that for a while, most of the collegiate football teams, they kind of shy away from going under center for the most part. But I do agree that we need to be under center for a lot of the short yardage situation because, like most people say, why are you're already starting seven yards back for a run play? Although we're doing the run past the RPO, so in order to run the RPO, which is a lot of these guys' offense nowadays, you have to be able to be away from the center in order to kind of read it. But to your point, we need to be more under center, especially in short yardage situation. But I think it may be a comfort level for TBD, and also that Josh got us a scheme. But for me, I think definitely under center would be appropriate, especially in short yardage situation. Because here's my thing: you have a 6'4" quarterback. I always say this: we have a 6'4" quarterback. Why are we in the shotgun? Why are we about to run 7 yards to get a 1 yard first down? It doesn't make any sense. You put the big boy on the center, and he can roll. He can twist for a half a yard. So I don't get that scheme a lot of the time. So hopefully that's something we can tighten up on. Even if somebody came and pushed them, that's still a first down. On the goal line, that's still a touchdown. So we need to have those type of plays installed, in our playbook.
Gotcha. So hopefully that answers your question, brother. I forgot to hit the timer because Coach doing 1,000 things over here. But thank you, man, for calling in all the way from Clewiston, Florida, man.
Yeah. Thanks, and good show, guys.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you, brother.
All right, man. Good call right there from that guy. Let me go take one more. We got Wholesome back in the building. Caller, talk to us. 301 area code. What's your thoughts, man? Ask Wholesome a question. He look like he's pissed.
Yeah, this is Jay Kane from the DMV.
Jay Kane, what's up, baby?
Hey, what it do, baby?
Yeah, you already know V12 DMV.
Oh yeah, we here all the way live.
My Canes, man. Is it me or just looking at the game, the team IQ level, just purely the team IQ level of some of these flags that are happening at the times that are happening at. I can't explain that. It's killing me every time I watch it because it's like, that's just IQ level, team IQ.
Yep. Corey Couch, straight stupid.
Oh, man.
I was just about to say it. If the Corey Couch that's irresponsible, be number one. I mean, I don't know how the talent level is within the team, but let's be honest. That's pullable offense right there. Pull him off the field, talk to him about that, because that's crazy.
And he didn't do that. He just talked to him and sent him right back out there.
Yeah, like ain't nothing happened. That's cool. Do it again.
Because Coach, what you say, Coach? Sometimes we do all this talking about discipline. Well, when it's time, when they want to win, they still got them people out there now.
Tell people that all the time.
Hey,
At that level,
hey,
at $80 million level, get your behind. Don't you do that no more. Now get back out there and make a play.
Absolutely. I ain't gonna take too much more of his time. You only got a minute left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's coaching though. That's what I look at Cristobal kind of crazy about, because some of these penalties, I know we're getting, injuries and all that, but come on now. The time they're committing these penalties, and I don't like Wholesome once said that time management thing. I heard Oregon people talk about it, but watching it live, and it's not just this week. Every week, there's at least one timeout he uses, and it's just like you can't even talk about it. It's crazy. But I mean, I love the Canes. It was a good win, but I can see why people are feeling discouraged about it, to be honest with you.
I feel you, baby. Anybody else?
Man, I won't hold y'all time, man. Keep putting up the good work, though, Coach.
I thank you, man. I appreciate you so much.
Blessings, man. Thank you for calling in. Blessings.
Right.
Well, so let me just say this, because everybody think, and y'all know I'm cool with Mario. He just wasn't my first choice, but I'm cool.
Who was your first choice by any chance?
I'm on the lane train. I've been on the lane train. I want to lane. I'm a lane guy. I like a lot. I like his I like the swagoo that he kind of brings in. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like that. But I would say this: Mario, this game hopefully was an outlier game with penalties, because remember we were the least penalized team coming into the ACC. So let's just go there. So sometimes it's just a snowball effect, and you and I, we play ball. Kyle played ball. Coach played ball. You play ball. Host. Sometimes when it ain't going right, it's contagious. And these penalties, although they're, like the brother said, they're low IQ penalties, sometimes we just get into a rut. I'm not excusing them, but this is one of those games where it came back to bite us. Where I fault Mario is another thing that people spoke about Mario is he's a disciplinarian. He's attention to detail. And that's where I'm not letting him off the hook, because that's not happening right now. He's attention to detail. He's a disciplinary. He's going to get them boys. He had them right. So hopefully they go back to the lab, because, again, we can't aid bad teams, because these penalties aid these teams in getting points, getting first downs, and it stops our momentum and puts us in a bad situation. So the penalties are bad. They were bad this game, but remember, we were the least penalized team coming into in the ACC. So that's not of major concern, but they have to get cleaned up.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Hey, Coach, your phone line be popping, Coach. I love it, man. I love it.
850 right now, man. That's an old panhandle number. I was scared to say Tallahassee. Somebody got mad at me, but 850, call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Hey, what's up, Coach? It's Chris Canes for life, man.
What's going on, Chris Canes for life, man? How you feeling, bro?
Well, I was oh Lord. I don't know how to feel, Coach. I was one shot. I was 1/5 away from going to the AA meeting.
I'm already there. I'm sitting at the AA meeting with my fifth.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, V12.
I hear you, man. I'm there. They want to know. They want to know why I'm like this. I'm just like, I just like the host said he can't watch. I just watch with a snuggie around my neck, like I'm in a straight jacket. I'm just with the snuggie like this, like I'm on something, rocking back and forth. Like, come on, what we doing here? I gotta watch though.
Yeah. Boy, I was in there. Boy, I was in this room. Boy, I was in here sweating like a hooker in church. Lord have mercy.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you, man. That right there.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. So what about this Duke game, guy? We got it now. That's in the bag. Let's enjoy it.
I don't want to talk about Duke. I want to get this on, because we about to get up. I want to talk about this.
Okay.
Because I'm hot.
Well, everybody want to talk about the bright side. So we got another game coming up. That's the bright side. I got a chance to rectify the situation.
This man here, he like this plate, man. So Chris Kane, real quick question, Chris Kane. I got a quick question.
Yeah, man.
When the game started, first quarter ended, you was like, "Boy, coach was right. We finna put 40-13 on these cats, at least 40 points." Am I lying?
Yeah, they look good coming out of there. They look good. I was like, okay, but you know what? I want to see consistency. Play the whole game and let a car can run good till it run out of gas. Everything run good until you get to the point where you done passed all them stations and you know you supposed to go ahead and get some gas and you didn't and started sputtering. Man, look here, coach.
Like that
I ain't got
turnpike.
time.
Turnpike got them exits every about 50 miles. You know you done passed that light because it tell you, hey, next gas station, 68 miles. You be like, oh, and your
And
light
the
on
light
already? And the light on. You like, I can make it. All right.
All right, that light is like, all right now, Negro. All right, keep playing.
Keep playing. I love it, dog. But Chris Keynes, I appreciate it, man. We got more callers in. Let me go and get them in, man.
Hey, all right, no Pepto and no Tums for me tonight, Lord. Jesus, I'm good. Okay. Cardiac change.
That boy, shout out, man. Wholesome in the building with us, man. Flatbed Shad 999 says, Coach, do you think this type of game is one you build off of in terms of the team experience, victory, and working hard, or is it a case of VT not being able to make us pay for our mistakes? I think both things are correct. Every game there's a learning experience. I don't care if you beat a team 75-0, right? There's a learning. Oh, he almost had a pick. There's a learning experience in that game, right? So they definitely have things to teach off of on this film. Second piece is Virginia Tech was not good enough to make us pay for our mistakes. And I tell people all the time, when you make mistakes, better teams make you pay for those mistakes.
Absolutely.
And that's and so both statements are true. Flatbed Shad. Anybody else care to address this?
Yeah, man. I'll say this much, Coach. First off, thank you for having me on. I'm thinking about hopping on when you hop off, so we could keep this conversation going. You may run away on me. I don't know. You seem tired, Coach. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm finna go. I'm finna go finish up my cup. I'm finna watch this Tennessee thing. But I'm hot.
I know. I got so much to say, Coach, but it's just at the end of the day, man. When you talk about things kind of snowballing, you brought this up, B12, right? There comes a point when you do have to look at a game and take a situation for itself and say, you know what? Thank God we got out of there with a dub. Because we played so crappy. They had a major rush in the fourth quarter. Like things just looked so bad, and you still get out of there with a dub. Now, are you going to use that as an excuse and push that behind you and then go in the locker room and start jumping up and down and start going, it's great to be a Miami Hurricane? Or are we going to go in there and get the things fixed? Because we did see some really good things in this game. I mean, over 400 yards. Now, the running game didn't go, but what was doing, and this is why I say we can't have it both ways, y'all. So the first couple of games, right? I, just like a lot of other people, was complaining about Mario forcing the run when there's nothing there, right? But then he turned around and now they throwing the ball and people complaining about them overthrowing the ball, just run the ball. No, you got to take it what's happening in that game. Virginia Tech loaded the box. Even when we tried to run the ball to put the game away, it was like pulling teeth. We cannot run the football right now. Now, Alex Mirabal said he's going to cut his arms and legs off if we can't run the football as an offensive line, if we're not playing well on offensive line. So he's going to be, no arm, no leg.
And like he about to get a little shorter.
Exactly. Coach Cristobal said that he would die before Miami is considered soft. Miami is considered undisciplined. Miami is considered to not be a physical team. Well, you on lifeline alert, my brother. There's a lot of things that we got to get fixed. And it's just stuff that the talking and the product on the football field are two separate things. Now, you could say there's reasons to this. Talent, these not their players. You can make all kinds of excuses. At the end of the day, you had a 4-game sample size plus a bye week to give us a better product. Now, is the product that they've given us better? Yes, as far as results with the win. But there are things within that game that we must get fixed if we want to win games moving forward and at least get to 8 or 9 wins. Because right now, we're looking like a team that will struggle to even make a bowl. And if we get on the same field with teams like Tallahassee, teams like Clemson, teams even like Duke, who is an explosive offense, we will be pretty sad at the end of those games. So that's my soliloquy, Coach.
I got you. I think I got a call on the line right quick, but caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Uh-oh.
And I guess maybe not. Maybe they hung up. Maybe they're like, they don't want to hear what we got to say. I want to say what I want to say. Oh, they are on the line. Did they hang up?
Probably muted themselves. You got to check your mute button, dog.
I don't know. That happens to some people sometimes. They be having dogs and stuff going off in the background.
Moving and grooving. It's funny that you bring that up, moving and grooving, because Coach Hayes brought this up when we put together this star-studded staff. Now he said it in a different way, saying too many chefs in the kitchen.
Hold on.
Listen to
Go ahead
who?
and comment so I can see it.
Moving and grooving at 5:09 p.m. It's right under the JGS.
I think I just said this.
Yep.
Can you hear me, Coach?
Yeah, I got you. Give us 1 second. We're gonna finish our last point, and then you got it.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, host.
This is a great point here, because yeah, you bring in all these people, but all these people have established, whether it's in football as a coach, in football as a player, all these other people got these egos, and they got to all try to come together to play captain save a program for the youth. Now, when you doing that and everybody putting in their input, and we sitting there, we arguing in the rooms, we writing stuff down. Hey, this guy sucks. That guy can't play, coach. I don't know why you like that guy. He gives us penalties. All these things happen in those coaching rooms, if we're being honest. It's some coaches that feel like certain people ain't even supposed to be on the team. Coach, I don't know why you recruited. He can't play. Coach, why you got him? He can't cover. Coach, why you got him at linebacker? He can't tackle. What's going on? It's a lot of that gesturing back and forth in there. And to be honest with you, man, it's not looking good. Now, can he flip it on his head? We'll see. We'll see.
Definitely, man. I'm gonna just get this donut. We got to call it Damon Williams, $5. This is a really good question, if you ask me. Do you think this rebuild will be like Harbaugh's at meaning Michigan? They call Michigan UM as well. Unfortunately, they're not the real UM. But that would be interesting, because he was on a seat that was so hot.
Scorching.
It was scorching hot, but they stuck with him. Like I said, they bring in the coordinator.
Yep.
Whether you want to give him his credit or not, he was listed as the coordinator, right? As the play caller, whatever. And because it's and again, I don't know this to be factual. Like, we know other programs' head coaches are the play callers, even though they have head coordinators, right? Like Josh Heupel right now. Josh Heupel is the play caller. The play caller. Kane Drew's Biden, right, is the play caller, but he has an offensive coordinator. Jim Harbaugh never came out and said he was the play caller,
right,
over Josh Gaddis. He never came out and said that. So at this point, I have to take it at face value and say Josh Gaddis was the guy, because it never came out to be that way. So the question is, will it take 4 or 5 years before you start seeing the real results like you see at Michigan? I think it's an excellent question. Excellent question.
That's a great point. It's also the UGA approach. I mean, yeah, they had a big boom year 2, but then they kind of were like, and then it bumped up again too. Coach, what happened? You see something?
I'm watching Tennessee, boy. They almost took that thing deep on them, man. But I'm sorry.
Nah, it's just one of them things, Coach. And at the end of the day, maybe we do need to have a slow cooker. And you know me, I'm not one of them people that's like, well, because Butch and because it is, but it's a fact. How long did it take Butch Davis to build that 2001 team? It was sanctions. I get it. It's a different viewpoint. But how long did it take Butch to build that team, Coach? He got the job in 95. He didn't even get a chance to see, biblical reference, he didn't even get a chance to see the promised land, the land of milk and honey. Okay, he had to Moses that thing. All right, he didn't get a chance to see it. He got the job in 95. We didn't start booming really to 99. And then in 2000, he had a really great team. And then he took the job, left. And so it took him 5 to 6 years. Now, different brand of college football. I'm not trying to create an excuse for my guy, Coach Cristobal. All I'm saying is you do have to have that understanding that the last time we built the greatest team ever, it took that long to put all those pieces together. So we definitely need to take more of a crock pot approach instead of an air fryer approach, and see what comes out.
12, what's your thoughts on his question? I thought, like I said, I think it was a great question about so far as the Michigan deal, like, giving the guy, and especially in today's world where, instant gratification, guy got 1, maybe 2 years, where they sat on Jim Harbaugh and they took I think the AD's name is Emmanuel or something like that. He took a lot of the heat for Harbaugh, and they even restructured his contract that took money away from Harbaugh.
Yep.
Because of what was happening, but they didn't fire him. Do you think we're in that realm?
Well, remember too, Harbaugh, we can be, but let me tell you what has to happen. We have to initiate some kind of patience as the fan base, because even at Michigan, they were patient, and Harbaugh had decent seasons, but also he won some of the big games that bought him some time.
Absolutely. That's a good point.
Yeah, so Harbaugh, and then he also had the qualifications coming from the NFL, so that also bought him some more time. And he was flexible. Even when they wanted to can him, like you said, he was flexible. They did some restructuring. So it can be the Harbaugh approach. But remember, there's a difference between Ann Arbor and South Beach. You got two different squads, right? We talking about, like we said, we talking about, which is blessing on the curse. We talking about the U. We talking about legendary. Although Michigan, in their own right, they have their tradition, they're legendary, but they're called UM. We're the U first, then UM second. So we know who, when they talk about UM, they know we talking about UM Miami. We talk the U. So we can be that team, but we have to initiate some patience. And I don't know if the fan base has it, and if the admin has it. But like you said earlier, 80 million, that's gonna influence some patience, and we're gonna have to live with it.
We hope so. I think 80 million works in the opposite way, B12. I think 80 million is the reason why people are complaining and saying we're paying all this, we're throwing all this money at this, we're building that.
But the top brass gonna create the patience.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Right. The fan base, yes, right, exactly. Yeah.
It works opposite fan base, but the top brass are saying we shot out 80 million. Imagine what his buyout is if they fired him this year. He looking like Matt Rule out there getting $64 million for the next 4 years. I mean, 64 million. Somebody said for the next month, for the next 48 months? I think I saw for the next 48 months, Matt Rule will receive a check for almost $900,000 a month for the next 48 months to get fired.
You know what they say, the best
I'm on YouTube, baby. Gotta love it. Anyway, we got a call on the line, 786, man. Appreciate your patience. We just want to get those pieces across. Talk to us, caller.
Look, it's cool from the crib. What's going on?
Cool, you back, baby. You don't never leave. You spell it cool with a K?
With a C.
I'm just messing with you. Go ahead, baby. Talk to us.
No, what's going on? What's going on, 12 and Wholesome? How y'all doing?
What's up, family?
Brother.
Blessings. Blessings.
For sure.
Well, Coach, I told you I smelled a win now.
Come on, somebody.
Remember when I said from the beginning, what did I say? That they need to be balanced. They couldn't find a way to do it. That's still a remaining question. And I'm going to say from my perspective that I think, I don't know if it was bad because of play as it is of play design. You get what I mean? Because it's like they have the running back near the edge and then they collapse the lineman, and then, I mean, you're talking about the DN shooting straight down. There's no, like, I think what they should have done was put Thad and Curry in the backfield in around the red zone and make them figure out how to be honest about that, in my humble opinion. But, we got out of here with a win. Looked like Colby took the spot that we thought Brinson was going to have. And pretty much, like I said, we still got to scheme a way to run the ball. But I appreciate the win. Appreciate y'all, brothers.
It's a great point.
Appreciate everything y'all do, and y'all have a nice night.
I appreciate you, man. Again,
Likewise,
thanks
brother.
again for your patience, man.
Yeah.
Meant a lot, man. All right, bro. That's a great point, man. I had to say that. I'll
Yeah.
let you guys respond to him. Let me just do this flatbed chat. That boy got the 499 again. Can we say Michigan was really a rebuild because Harbaugh won double-digit games early? They
That's what I'm
just
saying.
couldn't beat Ohio State. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's to 12's point.
That's what I'm
Was
saying. Yeah.
he
Yeah.
won big game? He won games. They just couldn't get over. And really, they were one call away from
beating them in 16. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there were one call that it was questionable about the spot of the ball or something like that.
Right.
So, you know, and then again, Ohio State was rolling, had talent, and then he finally got it. And he didn't just beat them. He whooped they behind last year. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
He whooped they behind. And they were supposed to be the big dogs in the yard, especially, man. So, no, that's huge right there, man. That's huge. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this deal up because the phone call is slowing down. Coach over here, my man about to get ejected out the game. It's 28-17 with a minute 30 left in the second. You got Florida State.
It's only in the second? Good Lord.
Yeah, they haven't even started third. It's a minute 28 left in the second. I may be a little bit behind because I paused it and I'm streaming it. But anyhow, yeah, man. I can't wait to break this tape down, bro. I really want to break this tape down and really look at it and get it going, man. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and cut these phone lines off just because of pretty much done, right? In that sense. So I thank everybody who called in. I was excited for this week. I really thought we were going to have a great showing in the sense of not just a win, but have a great showing in the sense of how we won. And we started off, well, I tell you, I called 12, dog. It was 13 minutes left in the first quarter. I told you, dog. I told you we finna whoop these people. Dun, dun, ba, bum. I'm like, dang. But anyhow, it is what it is, man. So any last words you guys want to mention? Anything you say you might go live or whatever?
I don't know, Coach. Now my wings and Hennessy is calling me, Coach. So I might have to go ahead and do that. Coach. You know what that means.
I already know.
Yes,
so
Lord.
So talk to us, 12.
You get one of them texts, Coach. You like, oh, all right, my bad. I'm on my way. I got you.
I'm gonna do it myself. So
Yeah,
talk to us. 12. What's your thoughts?
No, we good. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, W, always good to get a win. Always good to get, refreshed. We did compete. We have something to clean up. And Duke comes in. And I'm sure we'll talk about that for next week. But again, for the fan base, I'm glad with the win. Gaddis, I thought, called a really good game, decent game. I don't have any issues with Gaddis. Of course, we got to get the run game situated, and let's move forward. Let's go. Somebody said earlier in the show, at 12, let's enjoy this win. Let's enjoy it, and let's go from there. We'll see y'all next week. We'll talk about the upcoming Duke game. I'm about to get out of here and watch some of this Bound game myself. Like Wholesome say, relax, have a little something, and chill for the rest of the night.
That boy Nick gonna put that fresh dye in his hair. That boy he done dyed that thing brown.
And guess what? And I'm about to watch this ferocious comeback. Like Coach said earlier, he's winning for now, but this cup is about to be a ferocious comeback on this fantasy, likes that you've never seen before. And I want him to tell you about it. And coach me on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, man, it's gonna be Coach me, man. My man Dom done already hit me up, boy. He ready to talk. He's so ready to talk about Manny Diaz and Penn State. He was talking about how bad it was. But yeah, man, we'll definitely chop it up. Wholesome, anything you want to say here in conclusion?
Hey man, I think there's a lot of things that you could pull away from this, and I can't wait to turn on that film, especially to see the first half, because all I watched was like literally the last 8 minutes. So I watched like the debacle happen before me. And like the Miami that I was waiting to see the entire time I was watching. You all got a chance to see what Coach Hayes talked about on the Coach to Coach show that we do on Mondays, where I said 24-17 Miami. And this man right here was talking about 40 points. You don't believe it, TBD, TV dimes, all kinds of crap he was talking. At the end of the day, I said, this team, they gotta get a dub. And
he still put up 350. He put
did.
up 350.
He did. He played good. And I think you make a great point, V12, as far as the offensive coaching that I watched. It wasn't bad at all. Now, again, clock management, like it's some of that stuff. We're supposed to be milking the clock. We come out and call 8 straight passes and get on the ball back. They go straight down and score. We're supposed to be milking the clock again. We snap on the ball with 15 seconds left.
Yep.
Again, these are things that you have to teach. All right. Yes, you could blame that on coaching. You could blame it on players. At the end of the day, the football IQ of this team seems to be low. And that just comes from not explaining the little things. And I get it. It sounds like an excuse. I mean, the week before, we watched Skinner make a great catch and not get out of bounds. These are all called the little things. And that don't, coach, you know, it doesn't register to a young man until it costs them something. Until they really mess up, it don't register in his head. We had a bunch of drop passes today too. But what did Tyler keep doing? Kept throwing that thing. What did Coach Giannis keep calling? Passing plays to get them out of the funk. It's like shooting threes. Eventually, if you keep going, you're going to hit it in. You know, and I think our big game could probably be Duke going into Virginia and then going into Tallahassee. We might be able to hit our stride. But getting that W and these young men being able to lean into the fact that they played a bad game, we messed up, we had some miscues. But the beautiful part is you get to excel and understand with a deep breath, it was a win. We got a lot to work on. We got to go in and reevaluate ourselves for a very good Duke game. But hey, I appreciate it, Coach Hayes, for letting me come on here, man. V12 is always a blessing.
Always a pleasure hosting for sure, brother. Absolutely.
All right, man.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
be blessed now.
Man. All right, man. Oh, he gone. All right.
Yeah.
So like I said, man, at the end, I appreciate everything. I appreciate all the donations. Thank everybody for what they've done, man. It means a lot. It helps out a lot. Helps the channel grow, man. And like I said, go check out some of the other YouTubers. I think Zoe and them going on. I'm not sure exactly the time. He always say he's gonna go on after me. I don't know if it's almost 5:30, so check it out now. So he may be on right now or getting ready to go on. I think Street does some stuff later on in the night. I think Coop jumps on. God, go check out everybody's channel, get a different perspective, right? And just come up with your own deals, man. It'd be cool, man. Look at my son. Joe Milton just threw a pass. All right, I'm loving it, man. Go ahead, Joe. He probably just threw it to the back of the end zone because he got let me see if it made it to the back of the end zone because he got an arm. He can throw it out the country mile. But anyway, with all that being said, man, 12, you know, as always, man, I love you, brother, man. We out of here.
Bro. Yeah,
as always, to you. And tell my nephew, keep swinging for the fences, baby.
Hey, we got a couple tomorrow. You see that? Shout out to Bowie. All right. Shout out to the Bowie Bulldogs. Y'all already know where we at. DMV stand up. We got games tomorrow. Okay.
I love it, man.
All right,
man. We out of here, baby. Peace.
Later.